Hello everybody, how you doing? Wee Paddy from across the shock, and I thought I'd bring you a nice bright video tonight. I fancied just something really bright to cheer me up. A few of these I haven't even done full reviews on yet, mainly because I got so many so quickly that I haven't got round to using them properly or finding a use that I want for this any particular knife that I have. But I've carried them all and I like them all. I just haven't carried them enough yet to do a full review. But I do want to talk about them because there's so many of the GEC knives that I probably won't get to carry them a whole lot, so I'm going to leave the longer reviews until I've carried them properly. But what I picked tonight was ones that are uh, like man-made covers that are acrylics and things like that, that I never thought I would want or like in a traditional knife. I thought it was very much more the bone, the wood, that sort of knife for a traditional. But I've just been proved wrong 5 times anyway, and I'm sure there's going to be more in the future because I've definitely hit on something that I really like. I love cheerful. I love my bones. I love all that sort of thing as well. But these are just 5 that I've got now, and I'm going to start with this one. This is the number 38 special, and this closed. This is a 4-inch knife closed. It's a lovely. It's got a beautiful shape to it, and absolutely a rear dog's hind leg shape. Absolutely stunning. I love the cloud shield. This is in the Northfield, so you got the trims like the line bolster top and bottom. It is just a beautiful, beautiful knife. I really do. They call it a 38 special. I'm not sure where that comes from, and maybe when I do the full video, I will. Now, I'm not going to keep rubbing these blades. The Northfields are shiny and they just get dirty, but there's the lovely, really lovely etch on it. Uh, do I like that? Do you want to know something? I could live without it, but it's okay. And probably I could live without it because I'll use them and that'll fade a wee bit. And in videos mightn't just look as good, but it is a stunning looking knife. It really is. Now, there's 2 different types of abalone covers. This is the lesser of the two, I believe. I believe there's ones LVS or something, but this one is lesser. But when you say lesser and you're looking at something like that, that is just so full of depth and color. It's just unbelievable. And on this side, it's tighter, but it's just every bit as much color every way you turn it. But this is laid together. This is like little pieces of abalone rather than one whole bit. So you can see the lines where they've been laid in together. That doesn't bother me in the slightest. You can see that line down there. Doesn't bother me in the slightest because once you start moving this, you get so many colors. It's just I find it fascinating, and I really do want more and of higher end as well. Absolutely stunning knife. Truly love this one. Um, as a knife to hold, it's great. It's a lovely grip. You've got that sort of sleeve board. It's fat and thin down. It feels lovely in the hand, and you can get a day's work done with this. You've got a blade length of about a cutting edge of nearly 2 3/4. So, I mean, that is a knife you can use for anything you want during your day's use. Beautiful. Really, really love that knife. Now, let's go up. This is one that I have just got, and it's full tortoiseshell because you can't get tortoiseshell anymore. This is a newish knife. You can get it in the older knives, but I haven't got any. I don't know whether I have any great rush to get it, but this is beautiful, just as a bit of art on its own. Whether it's imitation tortoise, I don't know how close it is to the main the real thing, but it is a beautiful knife. This is about the same size. In fact, it's exactly the same size as a boy's 15, but you have that lovely serpentine shape. GEC do a beautiful serpentine shape and so many different knives. This is the calf roper in the faux tortoiseshell. But again, look at that. This is the Northfield. So it's the higher end. You get that beautiful swedged and long pull. You get that beautiful etch. You get line bolsters. You get this. Well, it's not a hot dog because it's actually a bit beveled. If you just look at it, it doesn't run straight. It runs with the hind leg look of the knife itself, the body of the knife. But just beautiful. The blades are lovely on it. I mean, they're all working blades. This will do anybody a day, even the spay blade. I like a spay blade, and it's something that I want. I know GEC do a knife where it's just a single blade and it's a spay blade. I'm sure there's other companies as well, but that is on my definite to get list, is a single bladed knife with just a spay blade, because I love the spay blade. And I mean, I've used the spay blade for cardboard cutting. Absolute cracker. Absolute cracker. But I get carried away again. I don't want to make this a long video. You can see the pinch bolsters in this in the end. Everything about this is a classic little knife. I say the same size as a boy's knife. So if you know what a boy's knife is, you know, it's the same size as like little Barlows, GEC Barlows, maybe just slightly bigger than the GEC Barlows, or the GEC, the Case Barlows. It's just a lovely little knife that you can get in your hand, and you can get nearly four, well, you can get four fingers or just about, but you're hanging on maybe sometimes with your last finger, but it doesn't matter. It's a great little EDC work knife that doesn't take up a lot of room. It's on two back springs, so it's not fat, like it's not a three spring knife for a calf roper. Absolutely beautiful. So there we go. Now, here is the big one. You've seen this before on the channel. This is just the number 54 Bull Moose in Orange Crush acrylic. Look how deep that is, that Orange Crush acrylic. It probably doesn't come across half as much. It really is just look, if this doesn't put a smile on your face, I don't know what will. And if this blade, look at that blade. And you've got two of them on this, two full-size blades with the most gorgeous long pull, the swedge, the big bit of belly at the front. This is a work knife par excellence. It really is just beautiful. The walk and talk on this, absolutely stunning. Beautiful into the half stop, beautiful down. There's no blade wrap. Blade centering is perfect on the two big blades. It is just beautiful. It's got the slanted bolsters. Now, Rough Rider do them, and it's got the pinch bolster. But how much nicer does that bolster look when there isn't a stupid big R on it? So, I mean, there's there's your reason for Rough Riders to change that big R. Look how beautiful and rich that is. Again, two springs, absolutely beautiful, no gaps. Like you should be getting for the price of the knives that you're paying. Yes, sometimes GEC comes with blades that are a little bit off center, but I've never had a rubbing one, if that makes any sense. Now, here's the best named knife I can think of. I've just got this recently too. Never thought I would want this. It's sort of that line of gimmicky knives. It's a bottle opener. I don't even drink beer, so I've no real reason. There's a screwdriver at the end of it, which I could use as a scraper. Absolutely not a problem. But it's Dead Skunk Acrylic. I just think that is just gorgeous. What a lovely name. Again, two springs. Look at them. They're perfect. They're just lovely. I'm not going to rattle on because that's all we ever hear is how good they are. And the fact is they are good. There's no doubt about it. They are good. This has got a lovely big spear point. Look at that fat spear. And it says Crown Lifter on the edge. This is just a titty. I think this is just a titty version. It is. Yeah, titty version. But look at that bottle shield. Is that not beautiful? So well done. It's a bullet end jack. So both blades are coming out from the top here. So it's a jackknife and it looks like the bullet end. It really is just stunning. I love it. Again, walk and talk just makes the knife. Half stop, not a tight pull, which an awful lot of knives put a really tight pull on that people don't like because it's a nail breaker. I love them tight. Now, I don't want a 10 out of a 10, but I love a real tight one. But when they move like this is a fidget tool. When you can bring it out and just the noise of it coming back and forward into the stops, just beautiful. And this is so well made. Completely modern knife, but made on an old pattern and made to look modern by the acrylic, the shields. It's just a diamond, an absolute diamond. And at the moment, this is my favourite. This is the number 56, and I think this is called the Harlequin pattern. Beautiful shield on that. Absolute stunning. Line bolsters. You've got a match strike pull. You have that big, it's not as fat spear. This is what, let me just show you the difference. Some of these big spear points that GEC do, can you see the difference in the fatness of this big crown lifter here to this little Harlequin? It is Harlequin, because there's a little Harlequin there. Right. This again is the Northfield, so you get the etch on the blade. But yes, that's the difference. There's a big spay or big fat blade on this one, and this one's still fat and useful, but it's a single blade, and I really do love carrying this in the pocket. It is just lovely, and the blade's substantial enough. Again, the blade is just over 2¼ inches long, cutting edge. It's lovely. It does me a full day and a quick strop, and it's back again. But look, again, look at that shape, that serpentine shape, or dog leg, whichever way you want to call it. It's just beautiful. It makes the knife look that bit different than just a straight handle knife. There's plenty of them around, and there's a place for plenty of them, no problem. But I just think this is just gorgeous with the little Harlequin and the Onyxel, the line bolsters. Everything about it is just stunning. And when you look at that, how beautiful is that? Is that not going to brighten your day up? I always thought it would cheapen a knife, because the old Richards knives that I remember from years ago, if you're a young fella, you probably wouldn't, but they used to make them in all different colours and painted ladies on them and things like that, but they were cheap and nasty looking. There's nothing cheap and nasty looking about any of these. They are of the highest standard of workmanship and craftsmanship that you can possibly get. Oh, that focus was out there. I've got a new phone, by the way, so I suppose that's why I'm trying it out with this video. There'll be videos coming, individual videos coming on all of these in time. But I hope you agree that that is a beautiful set of knives. I hope you'll agree you can have beautiful and gaudiness, but still have a knife that is beautifully crafted. And I just think interesting, totally interesting. Having that mixed up in my collection brightens up my box. When I open my box and I see that difference of all sorts of bone, wood, whatever you want, this is just beautiful. So, Paddy's away. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you like the colours. And if it's something you want to go for, I'm now going to start looking at some case knives. I've seen the patriotic colour, the red, white and blue one. I've seen a couple of others that I'm maybe going to get for comparisons just to see how good they are. So there you go. It's another wee branch. You can keep going different ways in the traditional branch. So I'm going to try a few of them. Take care, everybody. Paddy's away. Have a nice day.